Hey, you guys, welcome back. I'm excited to share with you another testimony. If you watched my latest testimony, you know that I am in graduate school. I've since relocated to Savannah, Georgia, and I'm a student at SCAD, earning my master's in acting. Since coming here, I've had to, make adjustments. My life has completely changed. I no longer have the jobs that I had before because I wasn't working remotely. So I left all of that behind in California. And since being here, I'm a full-time student, which is a job in itself. But though I have financial aid and all that, I still was coming up short for some of my financial responsibilities. I was talking on the phone with a friend, and I basically shared with her about everything, and she gave me some really wise Christian advice about how to handle not having enough money. She directed me to the Bible, and in doing so, I now have a job. So I wanted to share that testimony with you guys, and I hope that it can be inspiring or encouraging in some way. In early November, I was approaching finals week in the first quarter of grad school and feeling guilty that I had to ask a family member for yet another month's help with rent. On a Sunday night, I had a call with a friend who I shared these anxieties with. Lovingly and directly, she told me, "Aaliyah, having no money is a sign to work." She told me about how when her husband was unemployed, he applied for jobs for 2 hours each night, and every day she prayed Psalm 50 about God's ownership of creation, including the cows on 1,000 hills. This psalm is explaining to us that if God owns all, then he can give all according to his will. That same night, I applied for jobs for 2 hours. Around 11 p.m., I started to wonder about a job I'd applied for that I'd never heard back about. I thought it was a great fit. Did they just not reach out to me, or did I miss their call, possibly? When I checked my voicemails, I realized I had a missed call from them 2 weeks ago. Surely they'd moved on to other candidates. But I decided to go into the store the next day. If I showed up in person, maybe they'd understand that I was serious about the job and did not intend to blow off their call. The next day after class, I walked into Banana Republic, and the manager greeted me with the kindest smile and said, "Aaliyah," as if she'd been waiting for me. "I was just going to give you another call today," she said. I was overjoyed. We chatted briefly about my availability, my minimum pay requirement, and the dress code. I leveled with her positively that I was happy that they didn't move on because I wanted and needed the work. She said she could get me in that same week on Thursday or Friday. True to her word, I received onboarding paperwork some hours later, and I was working by Friday of that same week. When the school quarter concluded, I transitioned to working only and had more time on my hands. I was worried about rent and bills, so I contemplated asking for more hours. How could I do this without sounding desperate or assuming that I, a new hire, could request more hours before another more senior employee? I woke up one morning in a daze, thinking today I will ask her for more hours. Next thing I know, I have a text from her asking if I'd like to come in on my day off. For the next week, she texted me several times saying she knew I needed more hours if I wanted to come in. I never explicitly told her I needed more hours, so I was thankful and once again in awe of God's faithfulness to work things out on my behalf. I'm so thankful for my job, my supervisor, and my coworkers, and most of all, for God, the provider of all things. And I said that for the next week, she texted me asking if I wanted to come in on my days off, but I think it was for the next 2 weeks or more. She's been very instrumental in helping me to have what I need. Even though I never explicitly told her that I needed more work hours. Maybe my body language, or maybe I mentioned something to someone else and that could have got around to her. Or maybe it was just God who communicated that I needed that. And I'm so thankful because my chapter here in Savannah has been a blessing in many, many ways. I feel like I came out of an old season and I'm in a new season, and he's showing me that he is my father. He is my provider. He is my guide. And so I say to you all, if there's something that you need, communicate to God, ask Him, talk to Him, listen for His voice. He is the owner of all things, so He can give all things according to His will. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.